Guys, I am so close to teaching you how you can solve quadratic equations. But I need to teach you something first. I need to teach you something called the zero product property. Okay? Because this is what we use. This is the idea to actually solve quadratic equations. And here it goes. If a times, put a little multiplication sign, a times b is equal to 0, then you know one thing. You know that either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0, or maybe both. You know one of them, right? So if I said, hey guys, x times 2 is equal to 0, you'd be like, well, x is 0, okay? You know one thing, that at least that x is equal to 0. It's giving you some information there. So we're going to use this idea to find the zeros, or in other words, solve quadratic equations when they're set equal to 0 of a quadratic equation. So what are the zeros of a quadratic equation? Well, let's say I have this quadratic equation, I graphed it right here. Graphically, what the zeros are where it crosses over the x-axis. That's what the zeros are. And we're going to figure out how can you find these zeros without graphing the quadratic equation. Sure, you can always graph the quadratic equation. That's doable. But we're going to figure out algebraically how to do it, especially if you don't have a graphing calculator. You can use it to double check your work, but gosh, it takes a while sometimes to graph some of these. So I'm going to show you how to find these zeros by factoring, using the zero product property, and then solving. Okay? So that will be the next video. See ya.